Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today I'm reviewing the first of the new cigars from this year's IPCPR. First one I could get my hands on, and this is it. The new Hoyo La Amistad Silver. And this is the Robusto 5x50. Look familiar? It should. It's very similar to last year's first run of the Hoyo La Amistad. First of all, let's look at the density, and here it is. Has a decent feel in the hand. One difference in last year and this year is this is 5x50. Last year was 4.5x50. Now, this cigar uses an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper and fillers from Fernandez's farms in Condega and Esteli, Nicaragua. He describes that as quite an honor to showcase those and show how far he's come from his beginnings or his roots. Growing up in Cuba near to the Hoyo de Monterrey tobacco farms left a big impression on me, says Fernandez. Those fields will always remind me of home. So when I came to develop the second blend of the Hoyo La Amistad series, I wanted to honor the Cuban tradition of Hoyo by making a cigar with all Cuban seed tobaccos. In this project, I used tobaccos that I grew on my farms in Nicaragua, so this is very special to me personally. And that is from Abdel Fernandez, founder of AJ Fernandez Cigars. To point out how similar the bands are, not that they're the same, but they're similar, here is a quick comparison of last year's original Hoyo La Amistad and this band here. And I'll show them in just a couple second segments, the original last year and the current one. Now, as you can see, they're very, very similar, but this one is highlighted by so much silver in the band. It has a slight oiliness to the wrapper, and it looks nice. For those of you who keep up, last September I reviewed the original Hoyo La Amistad, and it was received a 94. It went on to be one of my top cigars of 2016. So I'm anxious to try this one. This is the only sample I have. I have not had this prior, so this will be what I call a on the spur of the moment, almost a blind review, if you will. So let's get right to it. The new Hoyo La Amistad Silver Robusto. All righty. Another AJ Fernandez cigar, folks. He's everywhere these last 2 years. All right. Very good draw. Very nice draw there. Well, we're early, but he is not disappointed. Interesting, you'll hear a new flavor here, I believe, from me. I'm getting a nice combination of a sweet orange and strawberry mixed front end flavors, leather, brown sugar, cinnamon, butter, black coffee, black pepper at an 8 plus. Is that good enough? That's what I'm getting initially within the first 30 seconds to a minute. Will it change? Probably, maybe, sort of. I don't know. We'll see. But that's a nice start. And the odd thing about it is I can definitely get an orange citrus and what appears to be sprinklings or an addition of a strawberry type flavor. It doesn't add a ton of sweetness, but just that strawberry type flavor mixed. I can't explain it other than that's what it is. So let's see where we go from here. Oh, I guess I'm an inch, maybe an inch and a half in. And the beginning flavors that had the strawberry there are gone. The citrus is still there, but it is overwhelmed by brown sugar cinnamon. The leather is quite elevated. Black coffee is still there at the base. There is some of that typical Nicaraguan rooty flavor. Still quite a bit of black pepper. Don't have as much butteriness as I did in the beginning either, but it's a good mix of flavors. It does remind me of the original, but it is different from the original. It is not the same cigar. I would call it medium bodied, leaning toward medium to full. Finish is a cream. With a touch of leather and brown sugar. Touch. And some nice lingering black pepper. So that's where we are at the inch and a half point. And as a matter of fact, look, I have to remove that lower band. We've only got about an inch or so left, but I wanted to come back before the end to tell you how the cigar is progressing and how the flavors are really changing. The front end sweeter flavor, lead flavor, if you will, can no longer be called orange citrus. It's more or less a sweet cedar, but it has a little sweetness there. The sweetness comes from the brown sugar and a touch of cinnamon. But the leather is the predominant flavor now, along with the black coffee. The sweeter flavors are definitely secondary. The pepper remains good. And the finish is going to be pretty much unchanged. Yeah, cream, leather, brown sugar on the finish. Medium to full bodied, ramping toward full bodied, and I'm pretty sure it's the low level full bodied now. This cigar now has made a drastic change away from the way it started with the really nice sweet flavors to more of a darker noted, heavier type flavors and feel. That is a little bit of a departure from the original. The original didn't change that much and it maintained a lot of the sweeter flavors. So this is going to be more of a, not necessarily a fuller bodied cigar, but a darker noted cigar. So that's what you can expect. It does make a fairly drastic change from the very beginning to this point. So add it all up and see what you think. But that's where we stand with about an inch remaining. So I'll be back in just a real time few minutes. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Okay, I look back at the original review, and the sweet flavors were strong to the end with leather. This cigar, the sweet flavors are not nearly as prominent. The leather and the black coffee are very prominent. The sweet flavor of what I'll call cedar and brown sugar, touch of cinnamon, is there, but it's far secondary. It is a low level, full body. I enjoyed this cigar. It's hard to compare the two cigars because sentimentally, you know what you thought of the first one, and can this one live up to that one or surpass it? In this case, no. Although I like this cigar, I like it a lot. I think I prefer the original better or more. But this is a good cigar, and it's different. So that's why it's not really fair to compare. It is different in that it's so much darker and heavier. But for me, it is a 92 and a high 92. So would I have it again? Absolutely. My rule is anything 90 and above I can have again. So this is far into the have again category. So good cigar, good price point. It's going to be somewhere around what the original was, 8, 9, somewhere in there. So there you have it, the Hoyo La Amistad Silver Robusto 92.